Welcome back to our channel. In previous class, we discussed about the laws of refraction. Now, today we are discussing about the critical angle. Critical angle. Critical angle means it is the light ray, incident light ray. Incident light ray where it touches the surface, then draw the normal line. So critical angle means the angle of incident at which the light is traveling from the angle of incidence. It is the angle of incidence. The angle of incident at which the light is traveling from denser medium to, it is the which medium? Denser medium, and it is the rarer medium. At which the light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, it grazes along the interface. It grazes along the interface. This angle is called a critical angle. Again, I am telling that the definition: the angle of incidence at which the point of incidence, the angle of incidence at which the light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, it grazes along the interface. It is called a critical angle. Next, ORR, one more definition is where the refracted angle is 90 or is 90. Refracted angle is 90, that angle is taken as critical angle. According to Snell's law, N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. According to Snell's law, N1 sin I equal to N2 sin R. Then N1 by N2 equal to sin R by sin I. Then N12 means what you write? N12 equal to sin R value. R value is how much? 90. So sin 90 degrees by sin, critical angle is denoted the letter C. So sin C. That implies N12 equal to sin 90 means 1 by sin C. So it is the formula. N12 equal to sin. Then sin C equal to, that implies sin C is equal to 1 by N12. N12 means we write sin C equal to 1 by N1 by N2. N2 take on numerator place. Sin C is equal to N2 by N1. Sin C equal to N2 by N1. Then we write finally, it is a very important formula. N2 by N1 is equal to V1 by V2. That equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. It is the very important formula. By using this all problems, okay, this formula by using sin C equal to N2 by N1, that equal to V1 by V2, that equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. It is the critical angle. After that, critical angles, for example, glass to air, critical angle of glass to air is 42 degrees. How much? 42 degrees. It is the critical angle of glass to air is 42 degrees. Benzene also having same critical angle. It is also 42. It is the first one. After that, water to air. Water to air critical angle is 49 degrees. After that, diamond to air. Diamond to air is 24.4 degrees. It is the critical angles. Very important critical angles. Critical angle of glass to air is 42. Critical angle of water to air is 49. Diamond to air is 24.4 degrees. Okay. Next, we go to the total internal reflection, TIR. Total internal reflection, TIR. What is the full form of TIR? Total internal reflection. Total internal reflection means it is the critical angle. It is the incident ray. It is the angle of incidence. Okay, now when the angle of incidence is greater than to critical angle, when the angle of incidence is greater than to critical angle, the light ray get reflected back. The light ray reflected back in the same media. Same media means denser medium at the interface, where it is reflecting at the interface. That means that is the light is never enter into the rarer medium. Already you know that it is a denser medium. It is a rarer medium. This phenomena is called a total internal reflection. Again I am telling that the definition is when the angle of incidence is greater than to critical angle, the light ray get reflected back or coming back in the same medium, same denser medium to the interface. That is, the light is never enter into the rarer medium. This phenomena is called a total internal reflections. So, total internal reflection that form conditions for TIR. When it is formed the TIR based on two conditions. Okay, first condition is the light rays must be traveling from denser to rarer medium. First one is denser to rarer. Conditions for TIR. First condition is the light rays must be traveling from denser to rarer. It is the first condition. And second condition is the angle of incidence is always greater than to critical angle. The angle of incidence must be greater than or always greater than to critical angle. On that situation it forms the TIR. TIR means total internal reflection. So it is the two conditions, okay, applicable for TIR. Next we go to the applications of TIR. Next, applications of TIR. Applications of TIR. TIR means total internal reflection. First one is looming. Second one is mirages. Next, third one is brilliance of diamond, and fourth one is optical fiber. So it is the applications of TIR. First one is looming. Looming, where it is formed. Looming is the one of the example of total internal reflection. So looming is formed especially in cold countries. Where it is formed? Cold countries. After that, second one is mirages. You know that the mirages, already you see that some situation you see the mirages. Especially where it is formed? Especially summer days. It forms mirages. Mirage means it is an optical illusion. Mirage is the one of the optical illusion. For example, you see on the road a lot of water collected on the road at a distant place. When you go to there is no water. The road is dried. So it is called an optical illusion. So it is the mirages. Mirage is the example of the TIR. Especially summer days you observe at a distant places on the road have collected some water. You go to there is no water. The road is dry. But you see the distant place, there have the water. So it is the mirage. Next, third one, Brilliance of diamond. Brilliance of diamond, already critical angle of diamond is very low, 24.4 degrees I am saying. Brilliance means when the light rays are fallen on the diamonds, it is multiple reflections formed, it gives to the sparkles. Sparkles look like shiny, multiple reflection. It is called a total internal reflection. When light rays incident in the diamond, it forms the multiple reflections. Multiple reflections that form, finally it forms the sparkles. Okay, next, optical fiber. Optical fiber is made up of glass or plastic. Optical fiber is made up of glass or plastic. Its radius is 1 micrometer. 1 micro means 10 power minus 6 meter. Optical fiber. Okay, optical fibers are generally we are using the endoscopes and telecommunications. We are using that nowadays. So optical fibers, the bunch of optical fibers is called a light pipe. What is light pipe? Bunch means a group of optical fibers. It is called a light pipe. Light pipe, generally we are using transmit light. Transmit light travels from lengthwise. Transmit light passing lengthwise. So it is the optical fiber. Generally optical fibers we are using the telecommunication signal. 2000 more than telecommunication signal passes through the optical fiber. Okay, our remaining classes tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Okay, now these two topics we do some problems. Now we do these problems. So here given the first problem is a rectangular tank of depth is 8 meter is full of water. Water of refractive index of water is 4/3. When viewed from the top, the bottom of the tank is seen at a depth of. So first problem is given. What is the first problem? First of all, we take the rectangular tank. So this rectangular tank depth means actual depth is 8 meter. It is totally complete with water. Okay. Next, refractive index is given. N is given. N is equal to, already you know that refractive index of water is 4/3. The top of the bottom, it is the top of the the bottom of the tank is seen at the depth is here. So first of all, refractive index is equal to refractive index is equal to real depth by apparent depth. So refractive index is given. What is the refractive index of water? 4/3 is equal to real depth, already you know that 8. Apparent depth you don't know. So apparent depth is, for example, here taken the x. We take cross multiplication. 4 into x, 4x. 3 8s are 24. Then that implies x is equal to 24/4. 4 1s and 4 6. So at top, the bottom will be raised to 6 centimeter distance from top to view. So it is the total. It is the apparent depth value is 6 centimeter. Already in previous class I told the total depth, whatever it be, given the problem, the real depth, whatever it here given, exactly 1/4 portion will be raised by the top or bottom. Okay, so already 8 have. 8 means 1/4 class. 1/4 class means 6 centimeter. So it is the first problem. Now we go to the second problem. What is the second problem here given? the critical angles of, second problem, the critical angles of two different media are 45 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. The critical angles is given. The ratio of refractive indices in the two media is, already you know that the critical angle formula. What is critical angle formula? Sin C is equal to 1 by n. Then here asking that refractive indices, the ratio of the refractive indices. So then we write n is equal to 1 by sin C. So n1 is equal to 1 by sin C1 and n2 equal to 1 by sin C2. Here sin C1 value is given. What is sin C1 value? In the problem given, sin C1 value is 45 degrees and sin C2 value is 60 degrees. So what is the ratio of n1 by n2? n1 by n2 equal to 1 by sin C1 by 1 by sin C2. That implies n1 by n2 equal to the reciprocal we write sin C2 by sin C1. That implies n1 by n2 is equal to sin C2. Sin C2 means sin 60 by sin 45 degrees. So we write value of n1 by n2 equal to sin 60 root 3 by 2 by 1 by root 2 sin 45. So that implies we write n1 by n2 equal to root 3 by 2 into root 2 by 1. So that implies n1 by n2 equal to root 3 into root 2 by root 2. 2 we write root 2 into root 2. So root 2 cancel. Then the ratio C is n1 is to n2 is equal to root 3 is to root 2. It is the ratios of the refractive indices. First here given the critical angles, then you find the refractive indices ratio. Okay, again I am telling that here given that critical angles 45 degrees and 60 degrees are given, you find the refractive indices. So you already know the formula of sin C equal to 1 by n. Then we write n is equal to 1 by sin C. So n1 is equal to 1 by C1 and n2 equal to 1 by C2. Sin C1 value is 45 degrees and sin C2 value is 60 degrees. Then the ratio we write n1 by n2 equal to 1 by sin C1 by 1 by sin C2. So n1 by n2 equal to sin reciprocal we write sin C2 by sin C1, sin 60 by sin 45, sin 60 value root 3 by 2, sin 45 value 1 by root 2. So we write n1 by n2 equal to root 3 by 2 into root 2 by 1. So root 3 into root 2 by 2 we write root 2 into root 2. So numerator and denominator root 2 values is cancelled. That's why the ratio is n1 is to n2 equal to root 3 is to root 2. Okay. Next we go to the third problem. What is third problem here given? If the critical angle is 60 degrees, then the velocity of the medium is very important. The critical angle is sin C is given. What is sin C value? 60 degrees. And then velocity of the light, you find the velocity of light. Okay. So sin C equal to, what is the formula you know? 1 by n. C is equal to n by n. Then n is equal to absolute refractive index. N is equal to what you know that? C by V, the ratio between speed of light in vacuum to speed of light in medium. So n is equal to C by V. That implies we substitute sin C is equal to 1 by n place we write C by V. So we take on numerator place. We take on numerator place. Sin c is equal to v by c. Then velocity of light v is equal to c into sin c. That implies v is equal to c means already you know that the c value. What is the how much the value? 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second into sin c. C means 60 degrees. Sin 60. Already you know that the sin 60 3 into 10 power 8 into sin 60 root 3 by 2. So velocity of light is 3 root 3 by 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second. It is the speed of light in medium. So it is the third problem. Third problem here given that only critical angle is given, then you find the speed of light. Speed of light. How to calculate? Sin c equal to 60, then you find the v value. Actually, there is no direct formula is there. That's why we write sin c equal to 1 by n. Then n value, absolute refractive index n is equal to c by v. So sin c equal to 1 by n means c by v we write. We take on numerator place sin c equal to v by c. So then v is equal to c into sin c. Already you know that the c, light velocity in vacuum, is 3 into 10 power 8 into sin 60. 3 into 10 power 8 into sin 60 value root 3 by 2. So we write totally v is equal to 3 root 3 by 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second. It is the third problem. After that, now we go to the fourth one. What is the fourth problem here asking? Light travels in two medium. Light travels in two medium A and B with speeds is 1.8 into 10 power 8 meter per second and 2.4 into 10 power 8 meter per second respectively. Then the critical angle between them is, in previous class already I told what is the relation of the critical angle. Sin c is equal to, it is a very important formula, sin c equal to n2 by n1 that equal to v1 by v2 that equal to lambda 1 by lambda 2. It is the relation between the refractive indexes, velocities or speeds or wavelengths between the critical angle. The relation between the velocities, refractive indexes, wavelengths and critical angles is this formula we are using. So sin c is equal to what you write? Sin c equal to, we take the formula v1 by v2. So here given that v1 value is, what is the v1 value? v1 is 1.8 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Then v2 value is 2.4 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Next critical angle find. Sin c value you find out. So sin c is equal to v1 by v2. That implies sin c value is equal to, v1 means 1.8 into 10 power 8 by 2.4 into 10 power 8. So numerator and denominator values are cancelled. Sin c is equal to 1.8 by 2.4 means divided and multiplied by 10. 18 by 24. 6 3s and 6 4s. So sin c equal to 3 by 4. Then c is equal to, sin take this side, sin inverse 3 by 4. It is the value. Critical angle of the two speeds. Light travels in two media A and B. It is the first light velocity is 1.8 meter, 1.8 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and second wave speed is v2 equal to 2.4 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Then you find the sin c. Sin c means critical angle. So very important formula is this. Sin c is equal to n2 by n1 or v1 by v2 or lambda 1 by lambda 2. It is a very useful formula by this chapter. So C is equal to, finally sin C equal to V1 by V2, 1.8 into 10 power 8 by 2.4 into 10 power 8. Numerator and denominators are 10 power 8s are cancelled. So 1.8 by 2.4. So divide and multiplied by 10. 18 by 24, 6 3s and 6 4s. Sin C equal to 3 by 4. Then C is equal to, sin take this side, sin inverse 3 by 4. It is the fourth problem. After that, now we go to the last one. What is the last one? Which is the last problem, we do it. A normally incident ray reflected at angle of 690 degrees. The value of the critical angle is a normally incident ray. So it is the incident ray. Incident ray, it moves and perpendicular to the surface. It moves perpendicular to the surface. So again it comes back in this direction. So what is the critical angle? Already you know that in a refraction process, light rays when undeviated, it is the deviated or undeviated case. It is the undeviated case. The light rays, when the light ray then passes through perpendicular or make an angle with 90, it is undeviated. The light ray passing from one to another medium, it is exactly 90 degrees. The incident light ray is taken as 90 degrees. It will be undeviated. That means there is no deviation form. That's why critical angle is angle also 90 degrees. Critical angle is 90 degrees. But here asking that, what is the velocity? What is the velocity? Here, what is the refractive index? Here asking refractive index n is equal to sin C equal to 1 by n. Then n is equal to 1 by sin C. That means n is equal to 1 by sin 90. You know that the sin 90 value 1. That means refractive index is 1. 1 means it is the air. Refractive index of substances is air. So it is the bitwise important point. Already these 5 problems are given in previous examination. So again I am telling that fifth one, a normal incident ray reflected at an angle 90 degrees. Light ray always reflected back or coming back in same direction. Okay. So why it is undeviated? Refraction means bending light ray. But the light ray, when there is no deviation or without deviation form, make an angle with 90 to the surface. So it is the critical angle here asking 90. Okay. But here asking that refractive index is asking. So we do the formula sin C equal to 1 by n. Then n is equal to 1 by sin C. N is equal to 1 by C means 90 degrees coming. So n value is 1. Refractive index 1 is air. Okay. Who are watching my videos, please subscribe. Okay, Nana. Bye. Take care about it.